Have you ever felt that electrifying energy thrumming just beneath the surface of your everyday life? A profound, non-physical certainty that everything is about to break wide open. We often spend years laboring towards manifestation, enduring periods of frustrating stillness, wondering if the universe has forgotten our desires. But the cosmos does not work in silence. It provides an intricate map, sending subtle signals long before the shift occurs, guiding you through the transition phase between the reality you currently experience and the abundant destiny awaiting you. This transitional period is crucial, and mastering its signals is the key to minimizing delay. This feeling of being on the precipice of massive transformation is not coincidence or wishful thinking. It is the friction created when your energetic signature finally aligns with the reality you have been calling in. The universe, in its boundless intelligence, begins to reorganize the external world to match your internal frequency. However, there is one signal, a definitive and quiet punctuation mark, that serves as the final clearance notice, the moment that separates anticipation from absolute realization. Missing this sign is the reason many high-potential manifestations stall indefinitely at the 99% mark. Today, we are going deep into the mechanism of energetic communication, learning to differentiate random noise from meaningful resonance, and pinpointing the single, undeniable final sign that guarantees imminent change. This sign isn't an external flashy event. It is a profound internal realignment, an unshakable knowing that the cosmic gears have clicked into place. Once you understand how to recognize, honor, and respond to this precise moment, you will possess the ultimate tool for collapsing timelines and accelerating your abundance faster than you ever thought possible. Before we reveal this pivotal insight, take a moment and tell us in the comments below what city you are tuning in from. Understanding the magnitude of this shift requires focus, so stay with us until the very end, because the instructions for what to do after you recognize the sign are just as critical as the recognition itself. Prepare yourself, because your reality is ready to move. The foundational understanding of manifestation rests on the principle that energy precedes form. Nothing materializes in the physical dimension without first achieving critical mass in the energetic field. When you have successfully elevated your vibration and stabilized your intention, when you have truly become a match for the abundance you desire, the universe does not just flip a switch. Instead, it engages in a complex process of energetic negotiation, systematically rearranging molecules, probabilities, and circumstances to create the necessary pathway for your new reality to arrive. This reorganization produces palpable signals, both internal and external. These signals serve as cosmic feedback loops, assuring your subconscious mind that the journey is progressing exactly as planned, preventing you from slipping back into the old patterns of doubt and scarcity just when the breakthrough is imminent. Internally, this often manifests as heightened intuition, prophetic dreams that feel intensely real, or sudden, unprompted waves of peace and clarity that interrupt your habitual thinking. You may find yourself inexplicably drawn away from people or situations that no longer serve the high-frequency reality that is preparing to enter your life. Externally, the world begins to reflect your growing alignment through subtle synchronicities. You might experience bizarre but helpful delays, or encounter precisely the right book, person, or piece of information at the exact moment you need it to solve a lingering problem. This is reality's way of pruning the old garden to make room for the new harvest, ensuring that the terrain is perfect for the seeds of your manifestation to sprout quickly and vigorously. The deeper your desire, the more comprehensive and detailed this preparatory signaling process becomes, culminating in the ultimate sign. If you are currently experiencing this strange blend of intense inner peace coupled with external restlessness, know that you are in the fertile ground of pre-manifestation. You are being prepared for a massive upgrade, and recognizing these preparatory steps is essential for maintaining the vibrational frequency required for the breakthrough. To ensure you continue receiving powerful guidance and community support throughout your journey of transformation, take a second right now to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. The intensity of these preparatory signals is directly correlated to the magnitude of the transformation you are calling in. A minor shift might involve a few timely coincidences, but a complete life overhaul, a massive expansion of wealth, purpose, or relationships, requires a comprehensive energetic overhaul that leaves no aspect of your current reality untouched. The signals become more frequent, more personalized, and less deniable, creating a crescendo of undeniable affirmation. This period of increased awareness means your intuitive sensors are operating at peak sensitivity. Your default setting changes from reacting to external chaos to interpreting internal order. You stop seeing obstacles as blocks and start seeing them as necessary course corrections guided by a higher intelligence. This shift in perspective is itself a powerful signal, indicating that you have successfully mastered the lower vibrational aspects of the journey and are now ready to operate from a space of proactive creation rather than reactive survival. When you notice these subtle shifts, the increasing meaningfulness of your environment, the uncanny accuracy of your gut feelings, you are being invited to raise your conscious co-creation. Reality is asking you to participate actively in its reconfiguration. Every signal is a confirmation that your request has been logged and is being processed by the universe's sophisticated manifesting engine. Failure to acknowledge these signals can lead to unnecessary delays as the universe waits for conscious confirmation that you are ready to receive the magnitude of the upcoming change. However, many people stop here, mistaking the preparation phase for the final event, which is why the journey often feels drawn out. The signs of preparation are exciting, but they are still just echoes of what is to come. We must look beyond the initial stirrings and locate the definitive, non-negotiable proof that the energy has reached its tipping point, and manifestation is no longer a probability, but an imminent certainty. Understanding the difference between random events and these deeply meaningful signals is the next critical step in ensuring you don't exhaust yourself chasing shadows when the real treasure map is right in your hands. This clarity is what separates the eternal seeker from the master manifester, who knows exactly when to pivot from inner work to excited reception. The human brain is wired for pattern recognition, which means we can sometimes impose meaning onto completely random events, leading to spiritual fatigue and confusion. Distinguishing between genuine, meaningful signs sent by the universe and mere coincidence or wishful thinking is crucial for preserving your energy and maintaining clarity on your manifestation path. The defining characteristics of a true signal are patterns, repetition, and a profound, undeniable emotional resonance that bypasses intellectual scrutiny and strikes the core of your being. Random events, while perhaps interesting, lack the consistency and intentionality of a true sign. A coincidence might happen once and feel nice, but a true signal will repeat itself across different mediums and modalities. You might see a specific number sequence, like 1111, not just once, but multiple times AE. Day. You might hear a specific resonant phrase from 3 different unrelated people, or you might suddenly find all the necessary components for a project aligning effortlessly in a single afternoon. This high degree of synchronization across varied sources is the universe confirming the message is specifically for you. The most telling differentiator, however, is the emotional impact. A random event is observed, a meaningful sign is felt. When a genuine signal arrives, it triggers a deep, visceral emotional response. A surge of energy, a moment of startling clarity, or an overwhelming sense of validation and peace. This emotional charge confirms that the sign is not merely external data, but a direct energetic communication designed to align your heart and mind with the impending reality shift. If the sign leaves you feeling neutral or uncertain, it may simply be noise. Meaningful signs often arrive when you are in a state of deep meditation or when you have posed a specific, high-stakes question to the universe and let go of the need for an answer. The universe honors surrender by filling the void with confirmation. These signs often break the bounds of logic and common sense, appearing in ways that are undeniable, because they are so uniquely tailored to your personal journey and current energetic state. They are divine whispers designed to interrupt the chatter of the ego. A genuine signal will never create fear or anxiety. Its purpose is to reassure and guide. If a repetitive pattern is causing stress or making you question your sanity, examine the root. It may be your subconscious anxiety projecting onto the world, rather than the universe communicating abundance. True communication from your higher self and the cosmos is rooted in unconditional love and positive affirmation, serving only to empower and clarify your direction toward the manifested goal. Consider the energetic imprint of the sign. Meaningful signs feel heavy with significance. They land with an audible thunk in your consciousness. They are the moments where you stop scrolling, look up, and whisper, "Okay, I see you." This conscious acknowledgement of the pattern is crucial, as it validates the communication and tells the universe that its efforts to guide you have been successful, encouraging the flow of subsequent, more specific guidance necessary for the ultimate breakthrough. The crucial test is the relationship between the sign and your dominant intention. Is the pattern reflecting your deepest desire, or is it merely ambient noise? If you are manifesting a new career and suddenly encounter countless perfect opportunities, specific names, and industry contacts, that pattern is highly significant. If you are manifesting a healthy relationship and suddenly keep seeing certain birds, the connection might be less direct and require deeper emotional scrutiny to validate its meaning. It's about coherence. True signs fit together into a narrative arc, building upon one another to tell the story of your imminent success. They act like breadcrumbs leading you directly to the final destination. Random events are isolated flashes that lead nowhere. You are searching for a map, not just a series of disconnected points of interest. This holistic perspective ensures you maintain high vibrational focus until the very last critical signal arrives. The final sign we are about to discuss transcends these external repetitive patterns entirely. It is the culmination of all the previous subtle communications, synthesizing them into a single, profound internal declaration that requires no external verification whatsoever. It is the moment when the outside world stops needing to communicate because the change has officially locked in. If preparatory signals are the constant chatter of the universe confirming movement, the final sign is the absolute, definitive silence that follows the chaotic reorganization. It is the sound of energetic certainty. This sign is not external. You will not see it flashing on a billboard or hear it broadcast on the radio. The final sign is a profound, non-negotiable internal shift, an overwhelming clarity, an effortless detachment, or a fierce, unshakable certainty that your desired reality is no longer something you are working toward, but something that already exists and is simply queuing for physical entrance. This internal shift feels like the sudden cessation of effort. All the striving, the questioning, the daily affirmations, tinged with doubt, they suddenly dissolve. You no longer hope your manifestation will arrive. You know it has already happened. There is an instant download of complete trust that relieves the pressure you didn't even realize you were carrying. This certainty transcends logic. You might not have the money, the partner, or the opportunity in your physical hand, yet the feeling is so solid, so complete, that you act as if the physical delivery has already occurred. Detachment becomes automatic, not forced. You are no longer checking for signs, no longer tracking the timeline, because the outcome has been internalized as a fact. This profound peace signals that your energetic signature is now perfectly congruent with the frequency of your desired reality. The friction between the old self and the new self vanishes. This is the moment when the universe recognizes you are completely ready to house the massive influx of abundance you have requested, and it triggers the final physical release sequence. Have you ever experienced a moment in life where a decision or outcome felt so profoundly right, so inevitable, that doubt simply ceased to exist? Share that memory of absolute certainty in the comments below. Let us know what it felt like when the noise finally stopped and you just knew. The certainty arrives not through intellectual analysis, but through a deep cellular recognition. It's a quiet knowing that permeates every fiber of your being. This state of inner congruence is the ultimate green light for manifestation, because it eliminates the one variable that always causes delays: vibrational inconsistency. When you are certain, You are no longer sending mixed signals of desire mixed with fear. You are sending a unified signal of stable receiving. This certainty often brings with it an odd sense of anti-climax. After all the dramatic searching and signal hunting, the final piece of the puzzle slots in silently. Many people who experience instantaneous shifts or rapid manifestation breakthroughs describe this precise moment, a sudden, overwhelming and unexpected feeling of peace that confirmed the end of the search. They stopped manifesting and started living as if it were already done. This detachment is key because it indicates you have successfully removed your ego's timeline and expectation from the cosmic process. You have relinquished the how and the when, leaving only the unshakable certainty of the what. When this happens, the universe can execute the manifestation with maximum efficiency, choosing the path of least resistance, unburdened by your intellectual interference. The final sign transforms seeking into being. You are no longer chasing the reality. You are vibrating as the reality itself. The world around you will begin to feel slightly illusory or slow, simply because your inner world is operating on a far higher, faster, and more stable frequency. This momentary feeling of floating is the energetic gap between the old reality dissolving and the new one rushing in to fill the vacuum. Embrace this internal stillness. If you feel calm in the face of previous anxiety-inducing circumstances, if you feel detached from outcomes that once held you captive, you are witnessing the final, undeniable sign. Your reality is about to reorganize, and all external effort has been superseded by the supreme power of inner congruence. The paradox of the manifestation journey is that the final, most crucial signal is often the quietest, leading many people to miss the critical moment of transition. Most individuals are conditioned to look for external dramatics, a huge check, a dramatic phone call, or an undeniable physical event, and thus they entirely overlook the subtle internal shift that truly matters. They are looking for thunder, but the universe delivers the message in a soft whisper, which is easily drowned out by the noise of modern life. The primary culprit for missing this signal is distraction. In our hyper-connected, high-stimulation society, the inner silence required to register the final sign is rarely achieved. People are constantly seeking validation, scrolling through social media, or multitasking, effectively blocking the gentle but powerful signal of certainty from reaching their conscious awareness. The final sign demands stillness and introspection. It requires you to actively listen to the absence of noise, not the presence of sound. Fear also plays a significant, subtle role. Many people subconsciously are terrified of the responsibility that comes with massive abundance and success. They fear the inevitable changes to their identity, their relationships, and their comfortable status quo. When the final sign, that moment of profound certainty, arrives, it can feel too big, too real. The ego, fearing its own dissolution, attempts to sabotage the moment by flooding the consciousness with doubt, pushing the individual back into the comfort of seeking and struggling, rather than embracing the reality of attainment. Furthermore, many spiritual practitioners overthink the process. They treat manifestation like a complicated mathematical equation rather than a flow state. They analyze the certainty, asking, is this really the sign? Is this my ego talking? What if I'm wrong? This intellectual scrutiny immediately disrupts the pure non-verbal transmission of the final sign. The sign is designed to be felt, not catalogued. By trying to dissect the feeling of certainty, they dissolve its power, effectively creating a feedback loop of doubt that pushes the manifestation timeline back indefinitely. The inability to surrender control contributes to this missing moment. The final sign requires complete surrender and acknowledgement that you have done your part, and now the universe must execute the delivery. Individuals who are highly controlling or perfectionistic find it nearly impossible to release the reins at this final, critical juncture. They keep looking for additional tasks to complete or new signs to verify, refusing to accept that the required work has been finished and the only remaining action is reception. This moment often comes when we least expect it, usually when we have finally exhausted ourselves and genuinely let go of the specific outcome. It is often in this moment of true emotional neutrality that the final sign registers. If you are constantly vibrating in a state of frantic desire or anxious expectation, you are vibrating too quickly or too chaotically to settle into the calm, stable frequency required to notice the profound stillness of the final integration. We miss it because we are trained to believe that hard work and struggle are the requirements for success, not grace and effortless knowing. The simplicity and ease of the final sign, that sudden, silent download of certainty, feels suspiciously easy, leading us to dismiss it as insignificant or fleeting. We fail to recognize that the greatest shifts occur not through Herculean effort, but through perfectly aligned, decisive surrender. The irony is profound. The one moment that collapses the timeline is the moment most people actively reject or intellectualize away. They cling to the struggle because the struggle is familiar, failing to transition into the empowered state of being the reality they wish to receive. Recognizing and consciously acknowledging the final sign does not merely confirm the shift, it actively accelerates the process, collapsing the remaining timeline between energetic alignment and physical delivery. This phenomenon is rooted in the observer effect in quantum mechanics, where conscious awareness stabilizes probability. When you observe the internal certainty and affirm it consciously, saying, "Yes, I know this is done," you remove all residual vibrational resistance and lock the desired reality into the immediate physical timeline. This conscious validation acts as the ultimate energetic signature, signaling to the universe that the co-creation partnership is complete and that the delivery mechanism can move forward without hesitation or further verification checks. Without this recognition, the manifestation remains in a sort of energetic holding pattern, waiting for you to step fully into the frequency of the receiver. Doubt or non-acknowledgement creates a temporal drag, maintaining a gap between your inner knowing and your external reality. When you recognize the final sign, you instantly upgrade your emotional state from hoping to knowing, and this change in internal frequency changes your interaction with the external world. You begin to make choices, speak, and act from a place of absolute certainty, and the universe immediately responds by bringing the necessary resources, people, and opportunities forward to match your newly stabilized high vibration. The external world must bend to the dictates of your stable inner state. If you are following along and feeling a surge of recognition about past moments of clarity, or if you feel this final sign stirring within you right now, confirm your readiness for accelerated manifestation by commenting the keyword aligned below. This conscious engagement affirms your readiness to receive and speeds up the process. Recognition stops the oscillation. Until you recognize the certainty, your energy might fluctuate slightly, 90% certain one day, 99% the next. But conscious recognition establishes 100% unwavering certainty. This eliminates the vibrational push-pull that previously prevented instantaneous manifestation. The speed of light manifestation is achieved not through external action, but through absolute internal stability. Furthermore, conscious recognition grants you access to the blueprint of the new reality. With the clarity of the final sign, you suddenly know the next logical steps to take, even if they seemed hidden before. The universe doesn't deliver the whole house instantly. It delivers the perfect next brick. Your recognition of the final shift allows you to perceive these crucial next steps, transforming what might have been weeks of delay into a few decisive hours of action. This process accelerates change because it removes the internal conflict between your desire and your belief. Most people desire something greater than they currently believe they deserve or can achieve. The final sign eradicates this conflict by installing the belief system of the achieved self. When you recognize it, you are recognizing the end of the old struggle and the beginning of the new reality. The speed of the shift becomes proportional to the intensity of your focused belief in that moment. Hesitation introduces delay. Recognition introduces instant coherence. It is the ultimate confirmation that the universe has accepted your order and is simply awaiting your final sign-off. Once you provide that definitive internal yes, the delivery truck is instantly dispatched. often bringing the entire manifestation into your physical world within days or even hours. By recognizing the significance of this internal certainty, you stop the needless searching and immediately pivot into the state of grateful receiving. This shift in internal posture is magnetically powerful, drawing abundance to you with irresistible force, ensuring that the physical manifestation lands quickly and cleanly, solidifying the reality change rapidly and permanently. Noticing the final sign, that moment of profound, unshakable certainty, is only half the battle. The moments immediately following this realization are the most critical, demanding, focused, decisive action to anchor the new reality and prevent a relapse into the old patterns of doubt. Do not celebrate prematurely by resting on your laurels. Stabilize the change by acting from the frequency of the manifested self. This requires immediate, decisive choice, focused intention, and meticulous emotional alignment. First, you must make a decisive choice that reflects your new certainty. This often means burning the bridges of doubt. If the certainty involves a career shift, immediately start making plans or taking decisive steps to close out the old job, regardless of whether the new one is physically present yet. Actively choose to live from the future reality. If you know you are abundant, stop negotiating scarcity prices. If you know you are healthy, stop talking about old ailments. This decisive action seals the deal energetically. Second, reinforce your focused intention. Do not allow the sudden rush of physical anticipation to scatter your energy. Create a mental anchor, a visual or emotional cue that immediately pulls you back to that feeling of absolute certainty whenever the external world throws minor turbulence your way. This is not the time for vague hope. This is the time for sharp, unwavering focus on the stability of the achieved state. Treat the manifestation as a done deal that needs careful handling during its initial physical transfer. Third, stabilize your emotional alignment through radical gratitude. If you have been granted this internal knowing, it means the abundance is already yours. Spend your time in deep, expansive gratitude for the arrival, not just for the certainty of its arrival. Gratitude is the highest vibrational stabilizer. It locks you into the receiving mode and prevents the re-emergence of fear, which is the only thing that can derail the final stages of manifestation. You must emotionally embody the recipient. If this guidance resonates deeply with your path and you feel the imminent shift in your own life, affirm the truth of this process right now by hitting the like button. Your affirmation fuels the collective energy of rapid transformation. The critical mistake people make here is allowing the gap between the internal knowing and the external physical evidence to trigger doubt. You must consciously guard against this intellectual temptation. The evidence is coming. Your job is simply to hold the frequency. If a potential obstacle appears, view it as the last gasp of the old reality, an opportunity to demonstrate the unwavering stability of your new, abundant vibration. Do not wait for the manifestation to give you permission to act like the successful person you know you are. Start making the necessary changes in your schedule, environment, and social interactions immediately. If your abundance includes a massive income increase, start researching how to manage that abundance responsibly. Prepare the container so that when the manifested reality arrives, it finds a suitable high-vibration home ready to receive and sustain it. This period after the final sign is a test of your faith and your ability to maintain a high-level creative state. You are now operating as a master co-creator. The universe has delivered its promise. You must now fulfill your side by maintaining the integrity of the energetic alignment. This consistent emotional state is the fuel that moves the manifestation across the finish line with speed and ease. The actions you take in this stage are less about effort and more about confirmation. Every move, every word, and every thought should reinforce the central fact: it is done. This period of conscious congruence ensures the shift is not just rapid, but permanent, establishing a new baseline for your future reality that is rooted in effortless abundance. We have dissected the intricate process by which the universe communicates the imminence of major transformation, guiding us from the subtle stirrings of energetic reorganization to the undeniable, profound certainty of the final sign. This sign, the instantaneous, unshakable knowing that your desire is finalized, is the definitive moment that collapses the timeline and accelerates your reality shift. It is the pivot point where seeking ends and stabilized receiving begins. Remember that the greatest obstacles to rapid change are not external forces, but internal interference. The distraction that prevents you from hearing the quiet certainty, the fear that rejects overwhelming success, and the intellectualization that fragments pure knowledge. Mastering the final sign is not about demanding proof from the outside world. It is about cultivating an internal environment, so congruent with abundance that the external world has no choice but to reflect that perfected state immediately. You now possess the map. You know that when the striving ceases and the deep peace arrives, the transformation is not just probable, it is inevitable. Your reality is prepared to reorganize itself faster than you can imagine, but only if you recognize that internal certainty and act upon it decisively, maintaining the high vibration of gratitude and assuredness. Are you ready to stop searching and start knowing? Are you prepared to step fully into the powerful role of the Creator who commands reality through quiet certainty? If you found profound value in this deep dive into the mechanisms of rapid change, share this video with someone who needs this breakthrough. And for continued guidance and tools to navigate this new, abundant reality, ensure you hit the subscribe button and join our community of conscious creators.